Hi, my name is Jerry Mitchell, and it's my pleasure to be with you to honor a true star, legend, and friend. When I was 17 and dreaming myself of working on Broadway, I had the good fortune to grab a matinee ticket to see The Wiz. It was thrilling seeing my first Broadway show, and I will never forget the magnetic performance of the actor playing The Wiz. A few years later, I was living and working in New York City as a dancer and went to see Ain't Misbehavin'. And there he was, The Wiz, mesmerizing me with another stellar performance. Many years later, I was thrilled to be choreographing a new musical with my dear friend and collaborator, Jack O'Brien. And we cast The Wiz himself, André de Shields, in The Full Monty. Now I was choreographing The Wiz. Working with André, dancing with André, collaborating with André became a privilege and a lesson in what I like to call full out. His dedication to every performance was and is nothing short of magnetic, mesmerizing, and completely full out. On top of all that, his friendship and support has always meant the world to me. If I could have told my 17-year-old self he'd be with you tonight to honor The Wiz, never would have believed it. It is my great pleasure to honor André de Shields, the Wiz of Broadway, and my heart with the John Willis Award for Lifetime Achievement. Congratulations, André.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. André de Shields.
So you wanted to meet the wizard?
I did hair as my first professional show, fresh out of college. And my only thought was, they're going to pay me to take my clothes off. I could live like this for the rest of my life. I knew then that I was going to spend my life in the theater.
Let it go, loosen up, yeah, let it go. Let it go, it's all right.
You always were more ornamental than athletic. I'm merely moonlighting, and a very pleasant moonlighting indeed.
A woman, beautiful woman, coming on like crazy with a rosy glow. I got a box in my bed. Yeah, I got a rocks in my head.
How ya, baby? How's about a little dance? In 1986, this hospital needed blood, as so many did. But sexually active gay men were banned from donating it in this country. Give. Help. That's the best thing to do in a plague.
Everybody hungry, everybody tired, everybody slaying for the sweat of his brow.
And the Tony Award goes to André de Shields.
I would like to share with you just 3 cardinal rules of my ability and longevity. 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing. If you're wondering why I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat from ear to ear, it is because I am receiving the John Willis Theater World Award, given to me from the hands of one of my best buddies in this industry. Thank you, Jerry Mitchell. There are three expressions of gratitude on my heart at this moment. The first expression is for this. There's no more appropriate time if one is going to receive a Theatre World Award than now, when we are looking toward a new world, not only in the theater, but globally. A world that we now are confident can include diversity, equity, and inclusion. Not only because the theater world will be better, but because our great American democracy will benefit. Expression of gratitude number 2. We are always encouraged to shoot for the moon because we will absolutely end up in the stars. But I could not have dreamed that I would end up between two constellations, Patti LuPone on one side and Audra McDonald on the other. Expression of gratitude number 3, which is probably the one dearest to the core of my heart. I arrived in New York in 1973. Shortly after my arrival, I had the privilege of being in a miracle-making musical called Ain't Misbehavin'. It opened on Broadway in 1978. Amelia McQueen won the John Willis Theatre World Award for Broadway debut. And we were so happy because it pointed to the future that we now know is historical. 2021, Amelia McQueen went to collect her crown of glory. She's no longer with us. So I want to accept this John Willis Award, which she did in 1978 for Broadway debut. I'm getting it for life achievement. And I cannot help but think that Amelia McQueen has been my muse all these many years. Thank you, Amelia. We miss you, Amelia. Thank you, John Willis. We miss you, John Willis.